Republican lawmakers will have a chance Monday to vent their outrage over last week's Justice Department report that heaped blame on anti-Trump FBI agents, but argued that their political biases didn't affect their jobs in 2016. DOJ Inspector General Michael Horowitz and FBI Director Chris Wray will field questions from members of the Senate Judiciary Committee in the afternoon, responding to Thursday's political bombshell. Horowitz's report offered a pointed condemnation of former FBI Chief James Comey, calling him insubordinate for shutting out then Attorney General Loretta Lynch from details of the Bureau's probe into Hillary Clinton's classified email scandal. The report also referred 5 FBI employees for disciplinary action after analyzing anti-Trump text messages between Special Agent Peter Strzok and agency attorney Lisa Page. Horowitz wrote that Strzok and Page shared their personal animus toward the president and other FBI personnel openly rooted for Clinton to win the White House, behavior that potentially indicated or created the appearance that investigative decisions were impacted by bias or improper considerations. But ultimately, the report concluded there was no hard evidence those biases changed any outcomes. Trump tweeted on Saturday, "The IG report totally destroys James Comey and all of his minions, including the great lovers, Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, who started the disgraceful witch hunt against so many innocent people. It will go down as a dark and dangerous period in American history." Part of the report revealed that FBI agent Peter Strzok and colleague Lisa Page, who were linked romantically, exchanged text messages vowing to stop Trump from becoming president. Strzok was one of the lead investigators involved in the Clinton email case and at one point had worked on the still ongoing Russia investigation before he was taken off that team. Comey, according to Horowitz, wrongly deviated from established FBI norms in announcing the completion of the Clinton investigation without looping the Attorney General in. The same problem arose when he notified Congress in late October 2016 that the FBI had reopened the investigation. Wray said Thursday that this report did not find any evidence of political bias or improper considerations actually impacting the investigation under review. But the report does identify errors of judgment, violations of or disregard for policy, and decisions that, at the very least, in hindsight, were not the best choices, Wray added. Comey responded to the report's findings succinctly on Twitter on Thursday, writing, "I respect the DOJ IG office, which is why I urged them to do this review. The conclusions are reasonable, even though I disagree with some. People of good faith can see an unprecedented situation differently. I pray no director faces it again. Thanks to IG's people for hard work. Share this article." Comey also penned a longer response, published in the New York Times, writing that "I do not agree with all of the Inspector General's conclusions, but I respect the work of his office and salute its professionalism." Wray highlighted how the FBI plans to move forward with new insight into a specific set of events back in 2016 and a small number of FBI employees connected with those events. "We're going to make sure we have the policies, procedures, and training needed for everyone to understand and remember what's expected of us," he said. "That includes drilling home the importance of objectivity and of avoiding even the appearance of personal conflicts or political bias in our work, ensuring that recusals are handled correctly and effectively and are clearly communicated to the appropriate people, making all employees fully aware of our new policy on contacts with the news media, which I issued last November, and making clear that we will not tolerate non-compliance, ensuring that we follow all DOJ policies about public statements on ongoing investigations and uncharged conduct, and ensuring that our employees adhere strictly to all policies and procedures on the use of FBI systems, networks, and devices." On Fox and Friends Friday, Trump referred to Comey as a ringleader of this whole den of thieves. "I did nothing wrong. There was no collusion, there was no obstruction, and the IG report yesterday went a long way to show that," the president said. "I think the Mueller investigation has been totally discredited,